Alright, today I'm going to be installing this Krebs custom advanced magazine release on my Wasser 10 AK. We're going to have to punch out this pin. Most times you have to drill it out, but I think we can actually just tap this one out because it's not held by very much material on this side. Yeah, so we'll have to knock that out, and then we'll have to use a slave pin in order to install the new one, and we're more than likely going to have to fit and trim it by removing material from the magazine release so that the magazines can grab. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, that was a whole lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, gets that out. Getting it out was pretty easy. Just getting it back in, it's going to be a pain. It's pretty easy to swage it as long as you got a big enough hammer and a nice solid spot to swage against. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the rest. Alright, I know I'm going to need a slave pin, and the original pin, the original retaining pin, looks like it would make a really good slave pin, so I'm going to trim it down on the grinder. See if we can't get it to work for us. All I'm doing with this is just taking off the swaged material so I can repurpose it, and it'll just go in and out of the hole for it pretty easily. Okay, let's see how much of the length we need to trim. Okay. So maybe 1/8 of an inch. Finish this thing up. Should probably be doing this with pliers, but whatever. So I've turned down this retaining pin that I knocked out. Turned it down, turned it into a slave pin, finished that up. So now, once I install my spring, I can install this and then just slam the pin through with one good motion, and it'll pop through the other side, and then I can swage it. But before I do that, I'm going to have to take down this surface and fit it to the gun. So, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, you just try to see how the mag release is going to function, and if you'll actually grab the lug on the magazine. no go. No go. So we're going to look for an even tolerance for multiple mags so that we can get an average between all of them, so that it'll work with any mag you run through it. But now we just need to grind this down. Now you can use a hand file to do this. I would suggest that most people do, because once you take off too much, your mag is just going to be sloppy in there. So it's best to go, steady and slow, and just constantly refit and test, refit, test until it works well. A little bit of burr we'll have to remove. We'll deal with that after we get it fit. Nope. Need more. Take off a little more. Alright, so I ground my contact point to my magazine lug. So what I'm doing now is this protrusion right here, this stop that stops the mag from coming back, isn't allowing the base of this mag release to come forward far enough to grab the lug. So I'm going to trim a little bit here and get it to kick forward a little bit more. All right, I'm going to go ahead and remove this first. Alright, that's much better. Look at that. Locks in just perfect. Alright, so if you look at the orientation of this mag release spring, the short leg is going to go up towards the base where your mag's going to hook in, and your long leg is going to stick out. Have a slave pin here, see if we can get this in here without having a stroke. they have a tool for this, and even though I do it on a regular basis, I don't do it regular enough to have that tool. Consider that. Alright, so I got it held in, and I got my slave pin kind of doing a job. Let's see if I can get this squeeze through. I want one good squeeze. Try this again.
Three hours later.
All right. Finally. Now we just gotta switch it. Well, all right, so we got it through. Like that. Good with that. All right, so we got our average. You want to hold this right here? Ow. Knock the piss out of it. Flip it. Right there. Shit. Damn. Yeah, that ain't shit. Flip it, let's see the other side. Push it through. Yeah. All right. Now. Right there. All right. Let's see. All right, got my cold blue ready. Got my torch. Not really gonna get it super hot, so I'm not even bothered with taking furniture off. There we go. Disappears. Look at that. All right. Good work. Clean that up too. There we go. All right, so we got a good tolerance. Now we just need to put our kickoff leg on it, throw the furniture back on it, and we're done. Alright, so we're just about done. I've just got to pick a paddle to put on my mag release. This one's probably more tactical, but I like this one, so we're going to go with this one. And I'm going to install it with a little bit of blue Loctite. All that means is if I do need to take it off or I want to switch paddles, all I need to do is heat it up first. It's an AK, so you can just hit it with a torch. It's not going to hurt it. Alright. This one was a pain. Okay. All right. Let's do just a little test on a reload. Yes, sir. That's what you want. All right. On to the next one. Alright, I swapped out my mag release for this extra large advanced one. Let's see how it works with tac mag reloads. Not bad.